Hello friends and welcome to a new Nitty vlog. My name is Céline. It's really great to have you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've been having a lovely week. Hopefully you managed to get some knitting done. I'm here working on my Matteo sweatshirt light, which is my own pattern that I'm knitting for my brother. It's been slightly on the slower side just because it's worked holding a single strand of fingering weight yarn, but I've kept a good momentum with it. I would say I've worked on it every single day, even if it was just for a couple rounds. Still got some done, so I'll call for testers in September so that I can share the pattern with you sometime towards the end of the year. Quite excited to be releasing some men's patterns. In the meantime, of course, I'd love to know what you guys are working on. Also, where are you watching from? Because here in London, autumn seems to be popping through already, which has totally started to shift what I wish to knit. Of course, moving away from light summer knits and heading towards something cozier. But yeah, I thought I'd try this on so that you can properly see where I'm at with this. And here it is. I'm actually so stoked because the body is longer than I realized. It goes past my belly button a couple centimeters, which hopefully means I won't have too much left on the body. Here you can see the neck increases. This is the detail on the back, which I think is one of my favorite features here. But of course, the most important aspect of this design has yet to be created, which are the double folded stockinette edges that will make this look like a proper sweatshirt. And those will be on the collar, the hem, and also the cuffs. Also, my parents are visiting. They're staying with me in my teeny apartment while my housemate Margot's away on holiday. So it's been quite cramped. My brother is also here, but honestly, it's been the best opportunity to really spend some quality time together because we're up in each other's faces because the space is so small. We can't get away from each other. I really struggle living abroad and being away from my parents. I question my situation on a daily basis. So it's been so special that they're here. I even vlogged a little bit the other day that I was out with my dad. Also, before we left the house, he let me do his hair for the first time on camera. So I must share that. I guess this will also be the first official introduction to my dad. I guess come along with us while we goof around. Hi friends, I'm here with my dad.
Hello, how are you? My name is Giovanni. My friends call me John. I was born in Italy in 1955.
We're getting the full story.
So I'm sorry for my English. I studied in Cambridge and Oxford, but I forgot everything. Now Celine is going to do my hair.
In the Italian language, we don't have the H sound. We never say h, so that was why he was specifically enunciating that. He has the best hair ever. He has so much of it, and it's
True hair.
it's real hair.
Real.
I've never done his hair. What are you doing? And so now he's got it damp and we're gonna try and put some products in because it gets a little puffy. Give it a little bit more of a drape and see what happens. Did you shampoo and condition?
Yes. What is this?
Hai messo anche il balsamo?
No.
He just shampooed. So we're definitely gonna put some leave-in conditioner to hydrate the hair. Dad, have you ever put product in your hair before?
Never.
This is your first time?
Yes.
Next, we're gonna go for some hair serum.
Very soft.
And now I'm thinking we should put a little bit of gel because that also helps to tame the frizz. Now we brush the hair. I think I'm gonna change the way you brush it. Let's experiment.
Oh no, I don't like. I'm ready. Bye.
All right, so we're done.
I am satisfied.
You're satisfied?
Yes.
I'm not specifically. You can quite feel the product in his hair. I probably put a little bit too much, but he's saying that he's able to push it around the way he wants more, which is good. It gives it some malleability. Yeah, malleability. It's still very poofy and voluminous, which is incredible. Perhaps a haircut could help us achieve the shape that we want. Because for now, this is just the way it grew out from when it was shorter. I think it was interesting to try. And now we're ready for a little time out and about. Days out in London are super active. You're walking around everywhere, crossing roads, climbing stairs, running to catch the train. It's very chaotic. So comfy clothing is a must. And it's obviously great when it's stylish because people in London are so stylish, it's very inspiring. In this video, I'm wearing my new pieces from Lily Silk, who I'm super excited to be partnering up with. Lily Silk is a clothing brand that brings the lustrous elegance of sustainable silk and timeless wardrobe essentials to homes around the world. As a knitter, I don't buy large quantities of clothes. I always prioritize quality items that will last me over time. Lily Silk's pieces are mainly made of natural, high-quality fabrics from silk, cashmere, wool at more affordable prices. Right now, I'm wearing a midnight blue 100% premium silk set. This lightweight and airy top is the semi-sheer silk chiffon blouse draped over its silk cami. To match, I selected the double-faced silk pants, which are also gracefully flowy and elegant. This fabric is so glossy and fluid, it creates the best relaxed fit. If it's chilly out, I'll top this set off with my geometric print silk scarf, which I fold up to wrap around my neck as a mini scarf. We all know how much a knitter loves a mini scarf. The stretch jersey lounge set is part of Lily Silk's new silk jersey collection, which to me feels like second skin. The material is crafted from a refined blend of silk and viscose and is wrapped with elastic fiber for radiance and structure. I adore the sleek body contouring cut of the tee and the customizable pants with their tailored straight leg fit and foldable waistband. In the same silk jersey material, I have the stretch jersey bodycon maxi dress, which is literally a silk tank. Any other jersey makes me super sticky and warm, whereas this one breathes. I've had loads of fun mix and matching these pieces with my knits. They are super easy to style and timeless. And most importantly for me, exceedingly comfortable. If any of you knitty friends are interested in long-term thinking and investing in real quality pieces that don't chase trends, I will leave Lily Silk's versatile and timeless pieces linked down below in the description box. You can even get a higher discount using my code that you can see on screen right now. I just wish you could feel this right now. I am drowning in silk and it feels incredible. I am not worthy. But yeah, I guess now let's see where else in London I took my Lily Silk maxi dress.
I'm traveling in London on a bus with two floors.
A double-decker bus.
And now we are going to, where are we going?
Well, I don't exactly know. I think we're gonna go where the wind takes us. But while we make our way, I thought he should tell us a little story. I think he'll switch to Italian for this. I'll just leave some subtitles on the screen.
Quando ero giovane io passavo le mie vacanze estive navigando lungo il mare Adriatico, partendo dall'Italia e sbarcando o navigando lungo le coste della ex Jugoslavia e della Grecia con mio cugino e mio zio. Ci fermavamo sempre nelle baie dove non c'era nessuno, quindi potendo godere dei tramonti e delle albe. E quando scendevamo a terra io mi caricavo le spalle di borse piene di macchine fotografiche, telecamere e facevo film. Quindi io ho sempre avuto questa passione della fotografia e delle riprese video che geneticamente ha ereditato Céline.
Noi abbiamo questi video di famiglia di 20, 30, 40 anni fa che ha ripreso lui, dove si vedono tutti i nostri familiari un po' arrabbiati che continuavi a puntargli l'obiettivo in faccia. Però adesso tutti ti ringraziano al giorno d'oggi per aver fatto queste riprese e sono super emozionanti per me specificatamente vedere i miei nonni che non ho mai conosciuto o rivedere i miei altri due nonni che invece ho conosciuto, che mi mancano terribilmente. Mi viene da piangere solo a pensarci. Evviva Papa Woozy per essere stato il videografo di famiglia sin dall'inizio.
Ah, io sono Papa Woozy.
Sei Papa Woozy, sì. Essentially, this love for filming and videography I inherited from him, so it's basically thanks to him this channel exists. I will show you where we headed in a second, but I thought I'd share a knitting update on my Olymp sweater vest first. If you've never heard of this pattern, it's a scrap yarn project that seeks to de-stash, which is a major desire of mine. So here is what we have so far. This is the entirety of the back panel, and I have just begun the first front panel, which is a little bit hard to show because I'm mid-row. It is actually a super quick project. I've just been really focusing on my Matteo sweatshirt, but I reckon if you go full on monogamous with this project, you'll be done in absolute no time because the gauge is 15 or 16 stitches, worsted weight in garter stitch, so it really goes by super fast. How fun and satisfying to be using some yarn scraps that have been sitting there with no purpose for so long. It would be really nice to host a scrap yarn project knit along. There are so many scrap yarn projects that I want to work on. I dedicated an entire video to those pattern ideas. I'll link it down below and I pop it on screen as well. Let me know if you guys want to partake and maybe we can organize something together. I'm seeing that the start of my front panel is quite cool toned. It definitely calls for some red, pink, or orange or something like that. All right, that was my little interruption. Back to our father and daughter outing. Of course, my dad must change his WhatsApp profile photo to one of the paintings we saw today. Honey! Both Papa Woozy and I are a little bit tired today, so we're taking it easy, just walking around. We're currently in my favorite park in London, which is St. James's. It's my favorite because the water feature, I guess, and all the weeping willows are so beautiful, so it's so nice to sit on one of the benches and just knit away. Also, I thought it's so strange how it already looks like autumn or fall. The leaves are golden brown and they're just all over the floor. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's still August. Anyways, I must tell you guys about what I did yesterday. I think it was around 10 a.m. that I started grading this one men's pattern that I made for my brother literally over Christmas, but I've been putting it off since because so far I've been grading my patterns manually. Every single size I would calculate, like writing stuff on paper. It's just such a tedious process, and that's ultimately what's been stopping me with my designing. I have so many ideas, but I've never gotten to actually making the patterns because I just cannot get myself through the grading. So yesterday I decided to learn Excel. And so I graded an entire pattern. The instructions were all written. I had prepared them literally 6 months ago. And I was at the computer for probably like 15 hours grading. I got it done and I sent it to my tech editor last night. And I feel like my brain is still kind of fried from that. The pattern in question is for a sweater I self-drafted that I gifted my brother over Christmas, which is actually the Aran weight version of this one that I'm knitting him for his birthday. Now I feel more excited and the process of grading doesn't feel as horrendous. I'm not gonna jinx myself and reveal every single plan I've got for designing, but I will tell you, I think it was maybe March that I released my Evie hood. I wanna make matching mittens in the same star stitch. Also, one thing about mittens is that you don't really have to grade them. I know I said all of that about grading just now, but the idea of not grading a pattern is so fine by me. At some point in the next couple months, I'm going to film a yarn storage reorganization because I have moved my yarn. It's not in the same spot that I've had it so far since I started knitting. I've never explicitly shown you guys where I've been storing my yarn because it was not cute storage. I feel like now it's more presentable. Before my dad and I head home, I wanted to chat about how I shifted from English knitting to continental knitting. So let me show you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there are different ways that you can hold your yarn when you knit. If you hold your working yarn in your right hand, it means you're an English knitter. So you sort of wrap the yarn around the needle this way. If you hold the working yarn in your left hand, that's continental knitting. This is spoken very broadly. There are different categories within them. So I started out as an English knitter. Some people may argue that English knitting is not very convenient, ergonomic, and fast because you have to let go of your project in order to wrap the yarn around the needle, unless you flick, but whatever. We're getting into the details of things. So I guess continental knitting is broadly considered the most convenient and the fastest way to knit, just because you never have to let go of the project and you just sort of pick the working yarn with your needle. To that, I'm going to say that continental knitters are not necessarily faster than English knitters, because I was a really fast English knitter. I just don't really do English knitting anymore. The reason being is a little funny. I wanted to learn how to continental knit because I really liked just how the movement looked. And that's literally all it is. It just looks pretty and feels pretty. Being quite familiar with both, I am gonna say that ultimately it makes no difference. It's just how it feels to you while you do it. A lot of people ask me how I found the transition. Initially it was really hard. It literally took me 8 months to master continental knitting. And just because I was really good at English knitting did not mean I had an advantage with continental knitting. You sort of have to approach it as if you're a beginner. And sometimes when I have a full purl row, I will still English knit. Let's be honest.
Hi, welcome to our shop. This is beautiful knitters. Come in. I'm going to give you a little tour because Celine told me to give you a little tour. So as you walk in, you can browse through some new books. Usually we've got a little bit more, but not today. I can't do this. Here is our section of the only superwash yarn. So it's great for babies. We've got also some baby clothes around. And this is our wool of hand-dyed British yarn that is sold in hanks. My favorite one at the moment is this Zakami, which is a beautiful blend of baby alpaca, silk and cashmere. Is very soft. I ordered more colors, so hopefully in like a couple of weeks time we will have a bigger selection. This one is also a very interesting one. This is really popular with tourists because this is a blend of 4 different British breeds of sheep. So it's really nice. It's hand dyed in the UK also. We've got some stuff from Black Elephant. This is a silk merino blend, and this is hand dyed in Sheffield up north. And of course, last but not least, camel's yarn. We are always sold out of this base. It's hand dyed in Cornwall by beautiful Hannah. So yeah, let me take you further. We've got our samples here. This is a selection of our patterns and patterns that are designed by other people. For example, this is Kit Couture. Oh, this is our Celine's. And this is one of ours. This is the Innovets. Chooses Noro yarn, Noro Ito here. What we've got here, this is Cardiff Cashmere, all the bases, and this is our new kind of show of this beautiful cashmere. We decided to have it kind of wound on a little cards so people can choose what card they want, and then we go and get them a fresh ball from the backstock. Some sock yarn, some West Yorkshire spinners, gepard and lang wools. Here we've got a wall of knitting for Olymp, silk mohair, merino and silk. Probably our most popular yarn that we sell. It just goes. Heavier bases from Fonti, Fonti Urga, Fonti Mongolia, both blend of merino and yak. Heavy merino from Knitting for Olymp. This is our Isaga selection. Angora from Fonti, which is a French producer, and the Angora is ethically sourced. 1 ball for one Sophie scarf. We've got some notions here, some stitch markers, and here we've got our messy table today. Our Aurelia, he is replying to a customer. And kits from Kit Couture, more books, magazines, and some backstock of Ito, redesign bags. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little tour and hope to see you at Beautiful Knitters soon. Bye.
A weekend day out like this one is so nostalgic to me because throughout my childhood and my teenage years, I would spend most of my weekends with my dad. We would hop onto his motorcycle and head, to central Milan to have our favorite panzerotti, go to bookstores and just walk around. We would go to shopping malls. My most fond memories I spent with my dad happened during these little outings that weren't really characterized by crazy activities. It was just literally spending time together and walking around. I'm conscious I talk about my family in my videos all the time, but that's genuinely because they're in my thoughts like 24/7. I always make a conscious effort to spend quality time with them, to be aware of the time passing, and to make the most out of the present, because I know that future me will be very happy that I approached it this way. I guess this is a reminder to keep on telling and showing the people close to you how much you care for them. I'd love to end this video reading your comments about who those people are for you friends watching. Who is your rock, I'm really looking forward to reading those comments. I'm always so excited to read the comments. It's the best part of posting. So yes, as always, I thank you so much for sticking till the end of this video. I genuinely really appreciate the company. I will leave my Instagram on screen in case you'd like to follow my creations more in real time. I will say bye for now, happy knitting, and I hope to see you in my next video.